Thank you, Friday 11 to 3. I am super, super duper. Can you tell super duper excited? Because this is my nephew right here. Y'all make some noise for Tim Bowman Jr. All right, Pastor Tim Bowman Jr.
My word, it's Tim Bowman Jr.
Wait, can I tell you, I've been interviewing for 100 years, right? And he never once said that he was heading to be a pastor. How did it even happen?
I did not know. It's something that you're called to. And I did not know I was called to it then. And one thing that I've always made a practice, one of the most principal practices in my life, not just being a hearer of God, but being a doer. So God told me to do it, and I've been trusting him the whole way. So this is crazy, right?
Yeah, like I'm looking at you and I'm like, oh my. This is Tim. I
You're
haven't seen
getting
you.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
older.
All right.
You know,
Don't
I'm
even
picking
try
up
it.
weight in my neck. My ministry is physically expanding. But yo, I'm talking about since I was like 15, 16 with my aunt Vicky Winans. She has been interviewing me, so I love you,
Yeah,
auntie.
I love you too. You know that Vicky Winans nephew, right? Y'all already know that. Come on.
I said, Scott Bobby, do that, how they do, but Scott Bobby, do that. That was back in the day.
Y'all remember? Y'all make some noise if you remember. Awesome. So how's my mic doing? All right, there we go. So listen, you are a pastor now of the church, Bay City, Detroit.
No, he's in Maryland, so the DMV.
You're in Maryland. I'm gonna come visit.
You're not far at all.
All right, so you got new music out. Let's talk about it. Jesus.
Yes.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Jesus. All right, let's talk about how that song came about. The church is all involved in it now, and so tell us about the song.
Well, before I do that, I have to tell you about basic music.
Okay.
The pandemic hit. And that's when the Lord had given me this vision to start the group Faith City. And it was something that just took off in the pandemic. So Faith City started creating digital content for the world during that time. And I had people like Mariah Carey who was FaceTiming me saying that she was watching us every week and she was crying, and people like the singer Her, and then it blew up. So then we started with this single. This is our first commercial release featuring the legendary Miss Leandria Johnson. And the song has really been taking the nation, and I'm humbled. I really am.
So I would think because of who you are, you guys can just stop looking at me like that.
Because I'm like,
happy to see
this is my family right here.
So listen, you're in service. I'm sure you're making songs every Sunday.
Yes.
Every time y'all in service,
Yes.
I'm giving you a song.
Yes, ma'am.
So is there a full project?
There is a full project. It came out. It went #1 on the charts. And yes, this is my second #1 project, and I'm so proud of it because it literally is the fruit of obedience. The last solo project I did, it got me my first Grammy nomination, and he had Dove Award wins. And yeah, I'm good enough to love myself, so good enough to have success. What she gave from all your set, it's a freedom to know that you are blessed. Let me hear you say, Charleston.
We still play that.
Yeah. But God had kind of shown me this Faith City route, and I'm like, why would I do this? This doesn't make any natural sense.
Yeah.
The Lord had blessed me with this single and with this last project, and I trusted him, and literally we've just been everywhere. So
you remember I had a conversation with you one time, and I said, you kind of changed up your sound. And this is before you even went to the church. And I said, you kind of changed your sound a little bit.
Yeah.
You were like, yeah, God kind of sent me in a different direction.
Yeah.
And he really has kept you in that direction.
Yes, he has. He really kind of, I've been exploring new facets of music ministry for me and not afraid to take risks. And oftentimes we look at what's popular and we try to emulate it as opposed to doing what God called us to do. So I knew God called me to be what I was supposed to be, and I've just been exploring it, taking these risks, and it's been paying off.
You know, it's good to know you can be true to who you are and who God has made you. You're not trying to copy anyone
No.
else. And you know what? You don't care.
No,
Like you just, I'm gonna do it. God told me that's it. It don't matter what anybody else thinks. But
Absolutely.
we're loving it.
absolutely. I have to do it because there's nobody that can do you better than you. Nobody. And the minute we start comparing ourselves is the beginning of a watered down experience. So I haven't tried to cross over, and we've been getting called. Like we just got booked for this Mary J. Blige brunch that's happening. Like we've been doing so many crossover events and more so commercial events, and we've just been doing us. We haven't compromised the word. We've just been doing it and doing it. I don't wear my three-piece suit, but I get called to three-piece suit places. So we've just been doing it unapologetically.
I am going to let everyone know we're going to line up so that you can get your autograph signed.
Oh, I gotta say one thing. The craziest thing that happened in the pandemic, Fake City got inducted into the Smithsonian.
What? How? How did that
How
happen?
is the question? So I'm on set taping. My management team called me and said, Tim, are you sitting down? I said, no. They said, sit down. I had no seat, so I sat Indian style on the floor. They said, we just got a correspondent from the National Archives that they are inducting you guys in the Smithsonian for the best worship team in the pandemic. Yes. So when you go to the African American Museum in DC, there's a whole kiosk of Bay City music clips being played over and over again in the nation's capital.
That is amazing.
Crazy, right?
Who would have thought? You know, God is just doing some awesome things in your life. You have a wonderful, beautiful family.
Oh, I love you, Breland. If y'all taping this, record me so I can cash in on this when I get home.
Get it. Go ahead, say it again.
I love you, Breezy.
That's his wife, y'all.
Y'all, she's the frosting on my cupcake.
Okay.
She's the syrup on my pancake. That's my baby right there.
I'm so happy. I'm so proud of you. And just watching how God is doing some major things in your life. Thank you for always being just so genuine, so loving, so true, and just loving God.
Yeah, I love it.
Now tell everybody, you know, how they can stay in contact with you other than right now.
Absolutely. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. It is me responding. It is not my team. It is actually me. But at Tim Bowman Jr., or you can look up Fake City Music. But I love you and thank you for supporting not just me, but my amazing family throughout the years. And I got to give a shout out again to my mentor, the hardest working woman in the industry, Miss Vicky Winan. So I send you her love all the way from Detroit, Michigan, and we love you.
All right, so I think we're going to do, because you had a concert coming up.
Oh, and y'all got to come over to the concert, y'all. We're going to have a great
Going
time.
over there together. We can walk over, hold hands, and
2
all that
o'clock.
stuff. 2 o'clock. But we're going to sign some autographs right here. You don't mind, do you?
I don't mind at all.
I'm telling you, he's the bestest of the best. Let's pick up the project. Basically, you online, you stream online.
Yes,
on
we are.
Sunday.
Yes, every Sunday. Spirit of Faith Christian Center.
Okay, you can find them. He's streaming live. Maryland is the place. We can all rent a bus and go together. Yay! All right, so why don't we form a line here somehow in decency and order? Thank you.
I love you, Mama.
I love you too.
In my head wrong, how you doing? How you stay strong?